Today we're going to talk about something that I'm sure many of you guys have heard about already, but you may not know too much about them if you haven't gotten your hands on any yet. So we're going to talk about them next. Stick around. Welcome back, and thank you for joining me. I do appreciate you stopping by. Today we're going to talk about something that I'm sure many of you guys have seen on the Facebook pages. You may have seen them yourself in person, or you may not know anything about them at all. What we're going to be talking about are the mystery droid packs that they sell at the Droid Depot at Galaxy's Edge. For those of you that may not know much about them, these are what the mystery packs look like. Now, these particular items are miniature droid models, basically. They're kind of like the 3.5 inch action or 3.75 inch action figures that you'll find, the vintage collection style of the different collector's figures from Hasbro, for instance. These are mystery droid packs, though. What this is these contain one of 6 different mini droid designs that you can actually build and collect yourself. Now, I've been trying to collect all of these for a couple months now, since they first released. They've been in and out of stock a couple different times. Sometimes I would get there and they had a whole shelf full of them. Other times I'd get there and they were already gone for the day. So I think they at Droid Depot, they pretty much put out a certain amount each day, and when that amount is exhausted and they're gone, they don't restock until the next day. So that way they make sure that they don't fully run out of supply, just in case you have people that come a couple days during that trip that they may be on, and so they can pick these up. So this one here is actually the last one that I needed for the 6-piece collection, and I'm going to put some pictures on the screen for you guys to be able to see of the different styles. Now, there's a couple different ones that are available. So there are a few different styles that they have. They all come in the different, or in the same kind of container, but with these you do not know what you're getting. And I'll show you here in a minute how they go about doing that, so that you have to kind of guess at what you're getting and hope you're getting what you're looking for. Some of the different ones that they have, and I'm going to show you pictures on the screen here. They have a couple R unit styles. They've got one is called S3R9. It kind of looks like R2D2, but it's an all gray coloring. They've got one that's G4S8, which is kind of like your R5 style droid that is green and white. You have a yellow and gray BB unit. Looks more like the First Order black BB unit that you see, that kind of has more of the, it's not like the bubble head on there, but as you can see in the picture, it's got more of the kind of the tapered side head. Then the blue and white and gray R unit, which is B5SL. And then you have the white and yellow R unit, which is CH83. But there is one other one. We're going to look at that one in just a second. The way they come, as you can see here, this is CH83. The BB units come in a 2-shell separated piece for the bottom part. Also has the little metal ball. It's kind of metal. I think it's more like plastic with a metal insert inside to weight it. So one side is weighted to kind of keep it upright, and then you get the head that pops on top of it there. You got the JB9, same design, with the 2 clamshells. Your R units are a little bit different because it comes with the main body piece. You've got the head dome, or in the case of the R5, more of the cone style with the top cut off. the two legs for the sides, and then the small foot that goes underneath. And then you have the chopper style. Looks very similar to Chopper from the Rebel show that you've probably seen. It comes in a very similar design of the other R units, but in this one here, you'll notice in the picture that I've got there that you have the wheel foot. You've got an antenna, you got the two little arms that come off the side, the body, the head, and then the two legs. And those are the way that these particular ones come. Now, you ask yourself, okay, but how do they come packaged? Why is it I don't know what they look like? Well, inside the case itself, when you open it up, everything is contained in a little black bag. So when you actually take this out of the case itself, you have the little black baggie that's got the Droid Depot logo on it, and the parts are inside. So until you actually open this package up, you don't know which one you actually have. For me, myself, it took me close to 15 to be able to actually collect all of them. Now, I know that's a lot, but I send some of the extras to a good friend of mine over at KRC Kybers. You probably have heard of him, Ryan Shelley, because he collects these as well. So some of the extra ones that I get, I've gotten them for him as well. We kind of split what's available and are trying to put together a collection. So if somebody watching this happens to have this one here, I know it's one of the ones he's very, very eagerly looking for. Definitely reach out to him and message him and let him know if you have an extra that you might be willing to trade, because he's got a couple of them that he's willing to send to you to be able to do a trade so he can complete his collection. Now, you ask, how much do these run? Well, these particular units, and I'll show you here on the bottom of the package, if I can get it to focus, there you go. These are $16.99 a piece. Now, if you're an annual pass holder, they are cheaper because you get your discount on those. But if you are not a pass holder, that is the price plus tax. What is nice about the stands that they come on, or this is actually the base of the clamshell for the container that they come in, but you actually have the stand that comes with it essentially on there. Now, what's nice is these will snap onto the top, so you can make the actual crate itself into a display stand. You can do it this way if you like, which is how I have mine displayed, and I'll show you pictures on there so you can be able to see how these look. But they all come preset, so you won't know what you get just based off of this, because looking at the lid here, you have the two side feet and the front foot for your R units or your mech droids. But then you have the little piece there in the middle that you see. It's actually for the BB units to be able to sit in, for them to also be displayed. The nice thing is they do come with a sticker that tells you what particular one is which. And they've got that little notch that you can see right here that's inside the stand itself, so you can put that sticker on there to be able to identify which one's which. Now, if you don't want to display it with the top case, you can display these separately, and I'll show you how this works. Is you can actually take, and these will interlock. So if you put them both side by side, you get the little tabs there. You can interlock these lids so that they will all display side by side, just like that, if you so choose. So there's a various different ways that you can display these if you choose to. So now I'm going to go ahead and we're going to use the Kyber cam that I normally use, But we're going to build one of these. We're going to build this chopper unit so you guys can see just how easy they are to build, but also get a really good look at just how well these are made. So we're going to kick to that now. So here we are with the parts actually laid out so that you can see how these are set up. Now, as you can see, we do have the name sticker that's there that you can use to display on the stand. And then you have your various parts. So I'm just going to go ahead and do a quick little build of this unit so that you can see exactly how these work. So I'm going to move some of this stuff out of the way here so we can start doing the build. So you basically start out with the body. So you have your body piece here. You got the detail is pretty nice as far as the way they've done it here. I mean, you've got the little arm inside that, if you've watched Rebels, you've seen many times where he uses that to interface with the systems. Kind of like it's got like a little pincher on the end there, and then you've got the groove designs. It looks like it's a little hard for you guys to see some of those because it's focusing. But you get the little groove designs here, the plate there, You got all sorts of different designs on there. It's got a little bit of weathering look to it, which makes it really nice as well. And then, of course, your side pieces. And you've got the top. I mean, just look at the detail that they put. Now, unfortunately, all this detail is underneath the head of the unit itself. But, I mean, if you take it apart to look at it, I mean, the detail on these that they put in there it's really well done. So let's go ahead and do the build on here. Let's go ahead and get this spun around so that we can see. And of course, there's nothing that shows you how to actually put these together. I will point out the legs. You can see here they do have some movement to the feet. So you can see it's got the very nice detail on the legs there with the hoses and things of that nature. Got the wheel on the bottom. Trying to keep it in focus for you. It's got some really nice detail on the legs, including this one here, which you have the movement, so you can actually have them stand straight up or kick out, however you want to do it. But you've got the paint and the detail that they've done on these is very, very well done, especially, for the price that they are. Because if you think about it, if you go to get any of the vintage collections, or if you've bought any of the mini droids that they actually sell at Galaxy's Edge, the price point of $16.99 is actually not that bad, because you pay more than that for a lot of your 3.75 vintage collection figures that are out there. You got the wheel that's essentially the foot piece for the chopper unit. Very good detail there. The detail on the arms, and then the antenna and everything. I mean, they did a very nice job on these. So let's go ahead and start with the build. Looking here, it looks like this with the hose is going to be the back side of the droid itself. So we'll go ahead and install this foot here, and they just slip right in, and then it sits back just like that. Go ahead and put this one in. The nice thing is these are easily taken back apart if you needed to take it back apart later on. If you wanted to be able to, for instance, look at the detail underneath the head. So we'll go ahead and get the wheel put on there. And the way this is, what's nice is if you look here on the bottom, there's actually a design as far as like a keyhole shape for it to go in, and the wheel itself has that same keyhole shape, so you can't put it in the wrong way. Just go ahead and slide that right up in place there, and you've got the basics of it done on that. So we'll sit this here to the side for just a moment. Oops. Just let him sit there while there we go. While we get ready to put together the head. Now the head has a lot of good detail as well. I mean, you've got the eyes on there. It's got some nice weathering to it. And then, of course, all the points on the top, and then where you connect on the inside there. So we'll go ahead and install the antenna that goes in the top that you see, and then we'll get the arms installed. Now what's nice is these arms do move, as you can see, so they are articulating at the wrist and at the elbow points, so they're not like completely just stationary on there. So you can angle it, move these around as you see fit to be able to make that fit for the way you want it to set up and displayed. And then of course you just slide the headpiece on, get it turned in place, and there you go. And there is the chopper style C1 4B is the number. So this particular one will get displayed alongside the rest of them that I have in my display, and go from there. But you can see a cute little design there, not overly large, but then, like I said, it does have the ability to display. So you position the feet how you want it to sit. And this particular one, and I'm trying to get all the feet in place. This particular one, based on the design setup, actually the wheel will sit inside that little bevel that's there that the BB unit will sit in, to get it to sit properly on there. Now you can have it lean forward more if you so choose to. You can have it actually lean out further, but it looks like the feet, the angling of the feet's a little bit different than the R units, or the way those are done, to get it to sit quite properly on there. So just one of those things, you just kind of have to play with it, get them positioned exactly how you want to have it positioned on there, and have them ready for display. So let me know what you think about the mini droids. I really like them. I think they were a good little idea that Disney came up with. Something very similar to collecting kyber crystals. Not as many to be able to collect by any means, because so far all we've seen are the 6 that have been released out there that we are currently aware of. Now, there's not to say that Disney won't come out with some more later on that will be added to the current collection that you may be able to purchase to expand your collection even more. Actually, I'm kind of hoping that Disney does do that so that we can have some more to add to the collection. So tell me your thoughts. I'd love to hear what you got to say, what your thoughts are on the mini droid packs. Have you gotten any of them? Do you like them? Do you not like them? Give me some input. I'm just curious as to how you guys feel about these. So thank you for joining me. Don't forget to look at all the socials out there. Don't forget also about our giveaway. We are still pushing towards that first giveaway at 500 subs. We are getting close to the 300 mark right now. So if you have friends that are interested in Star Wars, that are fans of Star Wars related channels and things of that nature, I'd really appreciate it if you give us a share. Let them know about us and let them know what we're doing here, and hopefully they'll like it as well and go in there and join in. I mean, it'll give you and them an opportunity to be able to get that Cal Kestis lightsaber, possibly black kyber crystal, some display stands. Who knows? Working towards the 500, and then we'll work towards 1,000 at that point and see what happens. So again, thank you for joining me. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, that's where you're going to get those notifications. Also, don't forget, right down here in the corner. Hit that like and subscribe down there. Hit the notification bell. Tick it for all notifications so that way you'll know when all the stuff that I put out is released on all those platforms. Thank you again. I do appreciate you guys joining me tonight. And as always, may the Force be with you.